This past April in Pittsburgh, a Giants journeyman made his first big league start in almost 7 years. He's been traded, had Tommy John surgery, he's pitched in Japan, and was even released a couple of times. But now, Ryan Vogelsong is an all-star and he leads the National League in ERA. He takes on the Pirates again next. Monday Night Baseball here at AT Park as the folks file in as we get ready to welcome in the Pittsburgh Pirates Game 1 of a 3-game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. A much-needed win yesterday for the Giants. Now they take on the Pirates. And always beware of a team that has lost 10 straight.
Well, unless you're a team that has won 2 out of their last 10. So both teams are looking for good breaks. And with Vogelsong, anytime you give him the ball, you think you're creating good breaks. In this ballpark this year, he's been 6-1 with a 1.30 ERA. He's been fantastic. And he's going to have to be fantastic. The guy he's facing tonight, Charlie Morton's been as good for the Pirates. So it looks to be a well-pitched ball game, a low-scoring ball game. What's new?
Yep. No Carlos Beltran tonight. Aaron Rowan in his spot. All right, when we come back, Amy G is going to take a look at a guy with a big game yesterday, and that was Jeff Keppinger. Amy G on Keppinger right after this.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by AT&T and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Giants fans on their way to see the game this evening. San Francisco with a big win yesterday. They start a new series this evening. Pittsburgh Pirates in town for a 3-game set, and they come into the Bay Area riding a 10-game losing streak. We'll be looking for some retribution in China Basin this evening. Welcome back to the ballpark. I'm Amy Gutierrez. Now, the Giants' recent acquisitions of Orlando Cabrera and Carlos Beltran have taken the headlines, and the Jeff Keppinger trade seems eons ago. But he's simply been a solid addition since joining the Giants back on July 20th. And this evening, he is our forward right choice. He's not a man of many words. He's just quietly gotten the job done offensively and with the glove. And yesterday had his best game yet as a San Francisco Giant. He went 4 for 4. 3 of those hits came on the first pitch and had a sac fly in the 6th that gave his team an insurance run and allowed ace Tim Lincecum to work with a 2-run lead. In 17 games as a Giant, Keppinger is batting .308. He's 20 for 65 with 3 doubles and 2 RBI. Tonight he'll be batting second, and he will be playing second behind former Pirate and 2011 Giants All-Star pitcher Ryan Vogelsong, who will be taking the hill for the men in orange and black. First pitch coming up shortly, but first we're going to take you to our Sportsnet Central studios for an update right after these messages. Stay with us.
To lead the Giants out of their dugout. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. 60 degrees here at the yard. We've got winds at 10 miles per hour. Humidity at 84%. It is mostly clear and it is cool. Ryan Vogelsong leading the troops out. And let's take a look at Clint Hurdle's lineup. And it'll go like this. It'll be the All-Star McCutchen in the leadoff spot. And 15 home runs. Take a look at his numbers. Very good. Jones and then Walker. The newly acquired Derek Lee, the cleanup hitter. Then Ryan Ludwig, followed by the rookie Alvarez, Brandon Wood. Michael McKendry is doing the catch, and he's hitting 8th, and Charlie Morton pitching and batting 9th.
All right, let's check out Ryan Vogelsong's number. 9-1 with a 2.19 ERA, 6-1 with a 1.30 ERA here at AT&T. A fastball that he can go 2-seam, 4-seam with, a curveball, slider, changeup, understands movement, and he has been dealing. Had great command with that fastball all year long, especially in this ballpark. Lifetime against these Pirates, 1-0. If you think back, his year really got started with his first start against the Pirates in Pittsburgh. That was way back in April, and he won that ball game with 5 2/3 and struck out 8. And since then, he's been one of the great stories in baseball in the year 2011. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Vogelsong. It's without Carlos Beltran, who is nursing a hand injury. Rowan, Torres, and Sherholtz will be in the outfield. Cabrera and Sandoval on the left side of the infield. Keppinger and Huff on the right side. Eli Whiteside, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Pirates have hit on hard times. It was only less than 2 weeks ago they were in first place. Now they're in 4th place. And they're trying to get out of a 10-game losing streak. And the Giants right now are just trying to win as many games as they can to stay above the Arizona Diamondbacks. So Bruce Bochy and Ed Rapuano are in discussion about something.
There's Ed Rapuano. Good low ball umpire, and he's a good curveball umpire, and he will give width on both sides of the plate to strike throwers. If you're wild, you don't get him. If you throw strikes, you will get them. Rapuano joined by Brian O'Nora at first base, Alfonso Marquez at second base, Ed Hickox will be over at third.
Yeah, they're going by the clock in center field, which is now registering 7:15, but that clock is about a minute slow. So
we need to talk to the TimeWorks people. Tighten it up.
Yeah.
Get Steve Kowalski on the phone.
So here we go as McCutchen stands in. And the first pitch of the ball game is on its way, and McCutchen takes high. So we get underway at 7:16. Vogelsong and the 1-0 pitch to McCutchen, and a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. McCutchen has faced Vogelsong 3 times, and that was in that start he had at the beginning of the year against these Pirates, and he went 0 for 3. 2 balls and a strike now to McCutchen. Pirates are actually a game over 500 on the road. This spell where they've lost a lot of games in a row, most of those games came at home. 3-1 to McCutchen. Garrett Jones and then Neil Walker. It also came in a stretch where they had 2 new players, good players, Derek Lee and Ryan Ludwig. 3-1 offering to McCutchen. 3-2.
Saw 2 fastballs right by him at 93, both away. So if I'm Eli Whiteside, I'm saying let's see that same pitch here, 3-2. Do not want to start this game off with a walk. No.
And the payoff pitch coming up to McCutchen. And he got him, and McCutchen knew it.
Let's take a look at our Farmers Insurance Report Card and the National League Central breakdown. Well, the standings on July 5th, the Pirates were on top. They were tied with the Cardinals. Today, they are 10 games back of the Brewers. The record difference, the Pirates in the last 13 games have gone 1-12. The Brewers have gone 11-1. And wow, did things turn around so quickly for Pittsburgh.
Here's Jones. Good power, 13 home runs, 44 driven in, and a rocket to right field. And Scherls is going to play this off of the archway, and he will get to it. And Jones is going to have a double. Once that ball kicked high, Scherls was not going to be able to throw him out.
Let me go back to July 26th. Watch this play at the plate. This is the 19th inning of a game. And believe it or not, he was called safe. And the Braves would walk off and win that ball game. Clint Hurdle lost his mind.
Well, he should have. You play that long and that tough, and then that happens. Here's Neil Walker. Walker drives it into right center field. Scherholz is going to watch this one sail out to Triple's alley. We'll see if Walker does get a triple. He's going to get an RBI. It's 1-0 Pirates, and it ends up being a double, back-to-back doubles.
Not a bad curveball either from Ryan Vogelsong. Neil Walker just went down and beat a pretty good pitch. Curveball drops right down, knee-high, middle in. Not many guys are up there hacking at that big curveball, first pitch, first at bat. I mean, I know there's guys at second base, but you know, it's hard to believe that they would look for something like that.
Here's Derek Lee. Both Walker and Lee have pretty good ownage on Ryan Vogelsong. Lee is 5 for 9 with a double as he takes a strike.
I want to say hello to my brother-in-law Bill Bradley, who's watching with his sister Julie right now as he was recovering from surgery. So Uncle Bill, get well, meat.
No balls in one strike. And another strike to make it 0-2. Lee in the American League with the Orioles was hitting .246 with 12 home runs, 41 driven in. And coming over to the Pirates, he's 3 for 10. And Vogelsong taking a long time, so Lee steps out. Walker's got 7 steals. He's 7 out of 10. And the last place the Giants want to see Walker is standing on third, so they will keep him close. Nice play by Eli Whiteside, 1-2. He's been an all-star a couple of times. He's a terrific defensive first baseman. You can see the 3 gold gloves. And he came over right before the deadline from the Orioles. 1-2 to Lee with Walker at second base. Got him.
Fastball them right through him on the outside corner. Two strikeouts already for Vogelsong. The payoff pitch both times have been the fastball. Just threw one right through him.
Must be looking at a sneaky fastball right now. Here's Ludwig. Ludwig with the Pirates is 5 for 22. He's got a couple of RBIs. Just off the plate. According to our numbers, Ludwig has never faced Vogelsong before. So a couple of doubles and a 1-0 lead for the Pirates. And that does get the corner. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Back-to-back cutters just moved that in just about 4 inches and got the call from Rapuano. Mentioned he's a very good curveball umpire, and that really is a strength of some umpires. It's a weakness in others. He will stay with the pitch. He doesn't give up on a breaking ball early.
Ludwig lifts one into left center field. That's going to fall. So Ludwig with a 2-out base hit, and the Pirates lead 2-0. Pirates come out swinging.
Little breaking ball, had a little hang time out over the plate. Ludwig, big and strong, hit it off the end of the bat. Don't have to hit it right on the screws when you're a big, strong hitter like Ludwig.
So here's Alvarez. Alvarez at 206. He's a young player that really is trying to develop his talents at the big league level. He was the #1 pick overall just a couple of years ago. He's got 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. And he had 62 strikeouts and 180 at bats. But you have to be careful because he's got lots of power.
Then Hurdle, skipper of the Pirates.
Little dribbler rolls foul. It's now 1-2. Pirates overall are 54 and 59.
Good. French fries at the yard.
Yeah, that's good for 3 innings. 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ludwig with a 2-out base hit. His Huff is holding him tight. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Alvarez. And now it's 3-2. And now Ludwig will be on the move.
Next pitch for Vogelsong will be 21 in this inning.
Runner goes. Got him. Vogelsong will end up striking out the side. He still won't be happy. It's 2-0 Pirates. Bochy's lineup. It'll be Andres Torres in the leadoff spot, and Jeff Keppinger, who's red hot. Also good numbers against the Pirates this year. Then Sandoval, Huff. Nate Scherholtz will hit in the 5th spot. Cabrera 6th. And the last 3 will be Rowand, Whiteside, and Vogelsong.
On the hill tonight for the Pirates will be the right-hander Charlie Morton, a 27-year-old. He's a big guy, 6'5", 230 pounds, in his 3rd year at the big league level. And he's got good stuff, 74 strikeouts in 118 innings, and that's a lot for a sinker ball, which is you're going to see a lot of movement with the fastball. It'll go low to mid-90s. He can sink the ball down around the knees, up around the belt. You get fade out of it. He can also four-seam, kind of a slippery breaking ball and a split. But he cannot throw the ball straight, and there's a reason for that.
Here's Andres Torres, who takes a pitch down low.
He used to be a high 3/4 guy when he was with the Braves. Kind of a straight fastball. He lowered his arm angle and got movement.
On the ground to Lee, and Lee will back up and then step on the bag. 1 out.
Check out the defense playing behind Charlie Morton tonight. Across the Pirates outfield, it will be Ludwig, McCutchen, and Jones. Wood and Alvarez on the left side of the infield. Walker and Lee on the right side. And McHenry will be in the squat, putting down the signs. You look at Charlie Morton's motion, it will remind you a lot of Roy Halladay's, and it's by design. He tried to motion, he lowered the arm angle. 77% of his outs are on ground balls, and that leads the major leagues in that category.
Here's Keppinger. Keppinger takes a strike. He's at 307 with 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. He's coming off a 4-for-4 game yesterday. Two for 8 lifetime against Morton with a double. Sandoval on deck. We are just underway. The Pirates scored twice in the top of this inning. Big chopper. Walker will make the play. 2 down. And here's Sandoval.
Good numbers lifetime against these Pirates. 347, 6 doubles. Meanwhile, in Arizona, Houston just putting a supreme scientific whooping on the D-backs.
Just the 2nd inning. So Sandoval at the plate with 2 down. And he takes the first pitch at his back foot. 1 ball and no strikes. You got to pan the lid, so she's ready. And the 1-0 pitch to Sandoval is a strike at 92 at the knees. Sandoval hits this one on the ground. Walker makes a nice play, and that'll end the inning. 3 ground balls in a 1-2-3 inning. 2-0 Pirates. Homestand. It's the Padres, the Astros, and the Cubs. All are in for a nice series. The Astros are in for a 4-game series. Padres just in for a couple of games. So less than 30 regular home games remain. So go to sfgiants.com. Here's Brandon Wood to lead things off. 2-0 Pirates. High pop-up into right field. Nate Scherholz comes in, and Scherholz will put it away. And let's check in with Amy G.
All right, Dwayne, obviously Carlos Beltran not in tonight's lineup, and he is not available, according to Bruce Bochy, off the bench this evening. His hand flared up yesterday while swinging the bat. He left the game. The x-rays were negative, but today he woke up and it was sore. So the Giants, as a precautionary measure, had him undergo an MRI. Those results available after tonight's game, but they're hopeful that it's nothing serious. Gentlemen?
Yep, and so are we. Here's Michael McHenry.
Asked Beltran if he had done this before. He said he has never had a problem like this in his hand. And he thinks it's going to be a couple of days. But he didn't seem too worried about it. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, partner.
Absolutely. 1 ball and no strikes to McHenry. Popped him up. Huff and Whiteside. And it'll be Whiteside who makes the catch in front of Aubrey Huff. Nice play.
Now those are the kind of pop-ups that will give you gray hair. All kinds of things to consider here. Wind. Sky isn't that difficult. It's going to get a little bit worse as the night starts to get gray. But through it all, a nice little wrestling match for one there by Eli Whiteside. Nice play.
Here's Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton is 1 for 3. Watch McHenry. All right. What's he saying?
So get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out. Get.
Hitters. They're all the same.
Yeah. All you need to do is just play 1 round of golf, and you'll know that yelling at a ball doesn't work.
You cannot coach a baseball or a golf ball. They have minds of their own.
They do. 1-2 to Charlie Morton. And Morton rolls this one foul.
Morton has not had a great year with the bat.
1 for 30?
Well, yeah, not only that, but 21 strikeouts in 33 at bats. And that does not lead this Pirates team. They do not have a great hitting team, pitcher wise.
Side retired. Aubrey Huff will lead things off. Giants lead the majors with 34 wins this season when not hitting a home run. How about that? The Pirates are tied for third in the majors with 26 wins. Aubrey Huff, Nate Scherholtz, Orlando Cabrera. 1 ball and no strikes. Huff lifetime 2 for 4, a double and a home run against Charlie Morton.
So how do you hit a sinker baller who's got big heavy sink like Charlie Morton? Look up.
You try to force him to get the ball up.
And that last one is one you want to not swing at till you get to 2 strikes when you have to, but that's the one that gets a whole lot heavier as it gets down around your knees.
Rapuano thought about it. 2 balls and a strike.
I get asked that question a lot, though, about when we describe a baseball pitch being a sinker being heavier. Ball weighs 5 ounces or 5 1/4 ounces. How can it be any heavier? Well, because of the rotation and the spin, the way you receive it, it gets heavy if it's got sink.
Huff lines it into center field. That's going to fall.
Talked about the similarity of Charlie Morton out of the windup to that of the motion with Roy Halladay, and it's by design. Both tall pitchers, and Morton figured out that's a way that I can get cocked. And I mean, it's almost identical. Even the arm slot. If you look at his arm slot with his previous motion, it was a higher one, a 3/4, sometimes even a high 3/4 release. And it has really paid dividends for him.
Here's Nate Scherholtz. See, I think if you're Roy Halladay, you have to patent your motion. That way you can't let anybody else copy it.
Flattery's the purest form. No. Imitation is the purest form of flattery.
Rolled off of Scherholtz's foot. Tell you what, it's a good thing we got people in the truck because we'd be in big trouble up here.
I was hung. I couldn't figure.
Well, I was a big help.
Yeah,
I was a big help.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. I was out there with nothing but a paddle.
What are they saying in there, Sam?
0-2 to Nate Scherholtz. Scherholtz flares it into center field. That's a base hit.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sports in Bay Area is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com.
Well, the 2 left-handed hitters do their job. Now it's 3 right-handed hitters coming up.
There's Kira. Kira, one of our really talented camera people, enjoying a night off.
Huff at second, Scherholtz at first. 1 ball and no strikes. If you're Nate Scherholtz, you know you got a sinker baller out on the mound. You know it's a possibility that there's going to be a ground ball. Your job is to bust up the double play. And this is foul. And the reason I say that is nobody's holding you on at first.
Laura Elliott is our ball babe tonight. Get her first play. Put a smile on you. Best players, best fans, best beers, best mascot, best hometown, best announcers, San Francisco.
A little biased, but that's good.
We like that.
Off of Cabrera's foot. It's now 1-2.
Giants are still looking for that first home run that is more than a solo shot. They haven't had a 2-run home run or more since July 6th. How about that?
Down low as Morton just keeps pounding the bottom of the zone and below.
Well, the guy's going to chase you low as a sinker ball. You just keep going down there. It's impossible to lift that thing. It gets below the knees.
Lifted out to left field.
Well, keep up with the Giants on NBC Bay Area. Follow the action weeknights at 6, 11 p.m. on NBC Bay Area News. Get inside access and better coverage of your favorite teams with the combined power of Comcast Sportsnet. Weeknights at 6 and 11 p.m. The Bay Area's biggest and best sports reporting team is on NBC Bay Area.
Here's Rowan. Rowan's got some extra base ownage on Charlie Morton. He's 3 for 9. He's got a couple of doubles and a home run. Huff at second. Sherholtz at first. Watch Rowan today take early batting practice. And then I walked around, did normal stuff, and walked by the batting cage. He was in the batting cage. I bet he swung 400 times today.
I bet he did. Every day. I've never seen a guy hit as much as him.
And you played with Pete Rose.
You know, Pete Rose on his day off would take a guy. He had his own batting practice pitcher, and he'd go and if he couldn't get time at the ballpark, he'd go to some high school with a bucket of balls and a couple of bats, and he'd hit. But he did not hit more than Aaron Rowan.
Big chopper to third. Alvarez steps on the bag. His throw is in the dirt, and Rowan beats it out.
Cut Hurdle coming out. He's going to question Brian O'Nora on the call. And I think he has a pretty good point. Giants catch a break.
Well, I was surprised from up here that he called him safe.
All right, one more look. He's out. So, this is our Toyota Ultramo that allows you to see just how out he was. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
Here's Whiteside. Look out, Tim Flannery.
I'm not worried about the Flan man over there. Especially with a sinker baller who's going to have big movement that's running in towards a right-handed hitter. For a guy like Whiteside who likes to pull the ball, when he's got power, you can see Flannery, he's in the line of fire.
Now it's 0-2 to Eli Whiteside. Two for 4, a double and a home run in his career against Charlie Morton. Giants would take either one of those right now. High and deep down the line, but foul.
I know one thing, that felt good. Down and in, and hangs just up enough to where he can get wood on it. And that was a loud strike. Nice play out there.
1-2. Panda, a little restless.
Just a little.
So Mike mentioned earlier about all the solo home runs. The last 16. 1-2. And Whiteside is going to be called out. Maybe Brian Enora's second. All right, I'll leave this thing up.
Subway, eat fresh, ask Kukakai. Visit csnbayarea.com and ask us a question. We're going to answer one again. This one comes from Barbara from San Jose. The question tonight: what's the difference between a safety squeeze and a suicide squeeze? Smoothie?
Well, safety squeeze, the runner does not break until the ball is bunted and until the runner sees if it's a bunt that's laid down properly. They don't go until they see that. A squeeze is they go as soon as the pitcher puts that front foot down, and that's why it's a suicide squeeze. Here's McCutchen, and a strike. Suicide squeeze, if the hitter doesn't bunt at it, then you're out. Safety squeeze, that is not the case.
Beautiful night in the Cove.
It is a nice night.
It's great to talk to all the teams that come into San Francisco from back east or in the Midwest. And they've had incredible heat back in the Midwest, the East, the South, all over the United States.
This is a terrific bunt, and Vogelsong is not going to have a shot.
And you always ask the folks who come into San Francisco, well, what do you think about the weather? And they roll their eyes and they just say, oh my word, do we wish we had some of this back where we live. Because folks, the weather here today and every day has been spectacular. Let's watch the bunt. Andrew McCutchen, who's got great wheels from the right side, sniffing out a hit. No chance for Vogelsong. 3-9 from the right side.
Here's Garrett Jones, who doubled over the head of Nate Scherholtz in the first inning. No swing on the appeal.
Ed Hickox at third base making the call. Lots of power.
Keppinger tried to flag it down. He comes up empty. And the first two hitters are aboard.
All right, did he go? This was ended it for the Giants in the second inning. a check swing by Eli Whiteside? I don't think so. Brian Noria, did it go? Yeah. That's a little bit too much enthusiasm.
I think you're right. Vogelsong now in a bit of trouble as here's Neil Walker. Walker doubled into right center field to knock in the first run of this game. First pitch is low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Walker's 4 for 4 lifetime against Vogelsong. 2 of the 4 hits doubles. Two and 0. And now if you're Walker, you're thinking, this is exactly where I want to be.
To me, this really has been a breakout year for Walker. I mean, he started to really get a name at the end of last year, and he really brought it nicely into this season. He's having a good, strong season. Former first-round pick.
Good pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, that's very interesting.
Yeah. You didn't know there were coneheads living in San Francisco, did you?
I know that.
Yeah.
And it's now 2 and 2. McCutchen at second. Garrett Jones at first. Yeah, I left that guy a ticket. I didn't know he was going to put that in his head, though.
That's a good ticket right there. I'm sorry.
Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it's inside, and now a full count.
Derek Lee on deck. Talking about Neil Walker, I mean, he was a first-round pick for the Pirates back in 2004, and he really is a fan favorite. He was before he got picked by the Pirates because he's from Pittsburgh. Raised in Pittsburgh, lives in Pittsburgh. Was always a Pirates fan as a kid.
See if the runners go. They do not, and this is a bouncer to Huff, and Huff's going to go to the bag. Both runners advance. Well, tomorrow against the Pirates, it's the second annual Grateful Dead night at AT Park. Need a special ticket, and here's how you get it. You either call 415-972-2298 or you visit sfgiants.com/special events. Here's Derek Lee with runners at second and third. Lee struck out in the first inning. A little flare down the right field line. This is a foul ball as it hits on top of the bullpen mound.
Grab some pine meat.
Nobody wants to see you now.
Sorry.
Oh, he's a Yankee man. I got you. That's why he was acting like that.
He's not. Got to break this thing out every once in a while. Feels good.
Yeah.
A little therapy involved.
0-1 to Lee. Oh, and 2 to Lee.
No, I mean, that's what Vogelsong's pitching for here. Runner at third. Less than 2 outs. You're pitching for the strikeout, especially down 2-0. Guys, middle infield, they'll give up a run. Bruce Bochy wants to stay out of a crooked number inning.
Got him.
Same pitch he got him with in the first. He gets him here again. A fastball away. Throws it right through him. Just rears back and goes country hardball. And Lee, for the second time, overmatched by the fastball. You can see the compact motion for a big man. Really has great feel for his mechanics. He's been able to sustain it all year.
Well, not out of the woods yet, because here's Ryan Ludwig, who knocked in a run with a 2-out hit in the first inning. And that's in tight. 1 ball and no strikes. First base is open. Should Vogelsong want to go after the youngster Pedro Alvarez.
See the statistic. No losing decisions, no more than 3 runs allowed. Longest streak by a Giants pitcher since 1913.
2-0.
He's got an open base here, so he really can pick as to who he wants to face. Alvarez, he faced him in the first inning and struck him out. So there should be no just straight challenges here. He should be on the corners with whatever he's throwing.
3-0.
2-0 changeup.
And now they will walk Ludwig intentionally.
See the wind whipping the pant legs of Ryan Vogelsong. Ooh. Almost threw it. Whiteside, easy.
That would not be good.
And the way the wind's blowing right now, there is carry out to right center. Stiff breeze. That's the tell. Get to this ballpark. Look at the flags on the top of the stadium behind home plate. That tells you all you need to know.
Down low to Alvarez. 1 ball and no strike. As a team, second in the major leagues with the bases loaded. Two and 0, and now Vogelsong cannot do anything but throwing in the strike zone.
Now this is one of those pitches that can define your night. Because you're right. He's got a challenge right here. Now we've seen it a lot this year where hitters have been given the green light on the 3-0 count. And this is one of those times.
Not close. And Vogelsong walks in a run. It's 3-0.
That's going to bring David Getty out to calm him down a bit.
Well, the thing that upsets you if you're Vogelsong, you chose to walk Ludwig. And that loaded the bases. So now Wood's going to be the hitter.
And Wood has lots of power. And Brandon Wood was the pride of the Angels organization. He's coming through their system.
back in 2005, his third year of professional baseball. He had 43 home runs, had 115 RBIs in the Cal League. He had 161 minor league home runs, so you know he's got the credential to hurt you with a big one.
And Vogelsong would like to jump out in front. And Wood knew it, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Three make that 2 singles and 2 walks and a run in here in the third. And it's 0-2. And Wood got a pretty good pitch to hit, and he fouled it back.
It's just getting lazy with location. I mean, it's a little bit dangerous to go inside off the plate when you have the bases loaded, because if you do throw one that gets away from you, it's going to heat seek into the hitter. You don't want to lose an 0-2 count to a hit batsman, but man, if you're going to throw that fastball, you do not want to leak that thing out there across the plate at the belt. That was one he got away with.
No swing, 1-2.
See, Brian O'Nora is not making any fans. All right, you saw Eli Whiteside. Let's see, did Brandon Wood go here?
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much same one.
Rolled foul. See the number of pitches this inning, 27. Four of those came on an intentional pass. On the ground to Sandoval, and that'll end the inning. 3-0 Pirates. You see 3-0 Pirates going in the bottom of the second inning or third inning. August 8, 2007, that's when Matt Cain hit his first career home run. He also defeated the Washington Nationals 5-0. Cain tossed a 3-hit ball for 6 innings to help Bruce Bochy win his 1,000th game as a manager. Look at the haircut on Tim Lincecum. Vogelsong takes a pitch down low. Vogelsong on the year is 8 for 38. That's a .211 average. Looks like he's taking all the way. Out in the cable car, having fun. And the 1-1 pitch, and Vogelsong with a swing and a miss, 1-2.
He's trying to hit a 3-run homer.
He's still a little hacked off, I can tell.
Well, when you're a guy who has great control and you walk a guy with the bases loaded, you're not happy.
Vogelsong breaks his bat. Alvarez will take his time.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sports in Bay Area is brought to you by the Solar Company. The Solar Company, call 877-60-SOLAR to schedule a free solar analysis today, or visit thesolarco.com.
Andres Torres bounced out. He's 0 for 1. 3-0 Pirates. Third inning. Torres takes wide. 1 ball and no strikes.
I always like to see how teams go after a hitter the second time through, what type of adjustments they make individually and collectively.
Torres bunts it foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Keppinger to follow. And a shot into the hole. And it's going to be a base hit for Andres Torres.
Well, even if Brandon Wood comes up to this in the backhand, I don't think he has any chance to get Torres.
I agree. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy.
All right, Dwayne, official word came down from Major League Baseball today with the punishments regarding the bench clearing brawl last Friday night. Shane Victorino received a 3-game suspension and an undisclosed fine. Ramon Ramirez, Eli Whiteside, and Placido Polanco all received undisclosed fines. Bruce Bochy said he felt that the verdict was fair. Gentlemen?
All right, and why wouldn't he say that?
By the way, great concentration, Amy.
Oh, yeah, Torres almost got picked off. See, only a mom could concentrate through that.
Yeah, I was impressed with that.
Oh, Amy did great. She had 12 kids hounding her.
I'd had to turn around a couple times and yelled, knock it off, just to stay in shape.
That would have been, I would have liked Amy to see her do that. Just turn around and yell, excuse me 1 second, knock it off! And then go back and tell us about the fines.
That's right. And Bruce Bochy thought that was very fair.
Keppinger skies it into center field, but McCutcheon's got room, and he's going to put it away. And that'll bring up Sandoval. Sandoval bounced out to the second baseman Walker. Walker made a nice play going to his left. And he hooks this one foul.
Look out. That ball covers some serious rows going up and then coming back down.
All right, here we go. The little guy's going to get in and he's going to take off.
One slider at a time.
Just like that every day at a restaurant. Sandoval attacks this and pops it foul down the left field line. All right.
She did not figure that she was going to get a foul ball coming to the game tonight.
You're going to laugh like that all night. She hurt her hand.
She made the play.
Sandoval lines this one right at Walker, and that'll end the inning. Dave Fleming will be in. I'll head over to the KNBR side here. It's 3-0 Pirates.
It's 3-0 Pirates as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Joining us now, my distinguished colleague, Dave Fleming.
Hi, Mike.
Welcome.
You're very distinguished yourself.
Well, I don't know. I'm not feeling too distinguished right now.
Well, it's been a little bit of a rough start for the Giants. The Pirates, how about the Pirates traveling cross country, 10-game losing streak? They don't look like a team that's beat up. They got a lot of life to them.
Well, they have definitely taken advantage of some opportunities.
McHenry, the catcher, will lead off against Vogelsong. And hits a first pitch foul. So the Giants have some work to do.
I know one thing. It's a lot easier to come to the West Coast from the East Coast than it is to go the other way this time of year.
Well, we were talking to some of the Pirates people before the game. Maybe you and Kipe already discussed this, but basically the entire reaction of the Pirates team when they stepped off the plane last night was hallelujah. I mean, they've been in the heat and the humidity for weeks and weeks uninterrupted. And I think they do look refreshed. Close pitch there, called a ball.
Well, it really was a shot in the arm. I mean, it used to be when there were two divisions, an East and a West in the National League. When the East Coast would come to the West Coast, you'd always play San Diego, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. 1, 2, 3.
2-1. And a little cue shot to second. Keppinger throws out the catcher.
And you always look forward to getting off the plane. Right now, we're going to ask our trivia question. It's brought to you by AT&T. Question tonight: which two players joined the San Francisco Giants after winning batting titles with the Pirates? Excellent question.
Good question tonight. I love that shot that you guys have been using. Peeking into AT&T Park. Here's the pitcher, Morton, taking strike one.
Now, it really shows what we see every day, a sellout here at this ballpark, and it always looks prettier when it's filled. But this is a new camera.
It looks great. Morton, little flip shot to right, and Sherholtz is going to watch it drop foul. Giants got a break there. Just a foul ball.
Got a little moon coming out. It's the time of night where it's a little bit hard to see the balls in the sky. They go up in the air, pop-ups, fly balls. But boy, is it pretty.
Now, do you call this twilight time, or is this now dusk? There's a difference.
Really?
Yeah, there is a difference.
What's the difference?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. I think we're getting close to dusk now. There's a swing and a miss. Strike three.
So does dusk come before twilight or after twilight?
I think twilight comes first.
and then dusk.
Don't quote me on that, though. I should have never brought it up.
Yeah. This is an education for me.
Yeah. Let's just make the point. It's not easy to see right now.
It's dusky.
And that fog is starting to roll in from the Golden Gate.
Yep. Nature's air conditioning system. And it feels good. Not that you needed a whole lot of air conditioning today here in the Bay Area. It was beautiful.
2 down for Andrew McCutcheon. Bounces one to third. Nice backhand play by Sandoval. And his long throw is in time. Good defense there by the Giants. Pirates are gone in order.
Presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
All right, we're going to ask and answer our trivia question. It's brought to you by AT&T. Which 2 players joined the Giants after winning batting titles with the Pirates? Our survey said Dick Groat and Freddie Sanchez. I miss Freddie Sanchez.
Like everybody does. Freddie, we hope he's recovering well from his shoulder surgery. Aubrey Huff leading off here, and he gets ahead in the count 2-0 against Morton. With the Giants trailing 3-0. But the idea with doing the surgery when the Giants did it just last week was so hopefully Freddie will be ready to go next spring training. Way outside, ball 3. So Aubrey Huff these last few days has had a more patient approach at the plate, getting himself into some better hitters counts, and he takes ball 4. Huff at first with nobody out. Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by the 2012 U.S. Open. The U.S. Open returns to San Francisco's beautiful Olympic Club next year. Order your tickets at usopen.com.
I always like that logo of the Olympic Club. The Flying O. Very cool.
The oldest athletic club in the United States. Nate Scherholtz lines one into center field, base hit. Nate's 2 for 2. Huff stops at second. Giants are down here, but they're making some louder contact now against Charlie Morton.
Now, how about Nate Scherholtz? I mean, after watching a 4-pitch walk, he gets up there and hacks the first pitch he finds and goes right back up the middle with it. So for the second time in this game, Huff and Scherholtz have started off an inning getting on base. Here's that first pitch challenge, and he goes right back where he saw it. Watch the one hand come off. He's back to his one hand follow through. He had been doing the 2 hands staying on the bat after the swing for a while. Now he's gone back to his previous swing.
Well, I know you talk about it a lot, Mike. When you got a sinker baller, that's the pitch you're looking for, something that's not knee level, just anything above the knees, and that's the one you want to go after. Sherholt's got one there. Here's Orlando Cabrera. Swings away and bounces one foul.
It's the old saying, how do you hit a sinker ball? You look up. And really that is what you have to do. Once that ball gets down below the knees, when you hit it, it just feels like it weighs twice what the normal weight of a baseball would be. And if you don't hit that thing in the sweet spot, it wrings your hands up.
2 on, nobody out. Cabrera bounces another one foul.
Cannot stay inside it.
I said it over on the radio side when Cabrera came up in the second inning. 2 on, nobody out. Different spot in the lineup. Bruce Bochy might well have Cabrera put down a bunt, but getting toward the bottom part of the order, I think Bochy really wants Cabrera to try to knock in one of those runs. But he's in a hole 0-2. And he started to swing. He went around. And Giants fans aren't going to be happy with Brian O'Nora. But that looked like a swing.
Well, you know, he really didn't make many friends here when he rang Eli Whiteside up, and how he did it here. I mean, I think that was indeed a swing, but I think it was a little more conservative ring him up. The last time we saw him ring up Eli Whiteside, it was a little too enthusiastic. And that's what set the fans against him, man. He brought it on himself.
Get caught up in the moment somehow.
You got to calm that down. Hitter doesn't appreciate it.
A big strikeout for Morton there. 2 on, 1 out. And Rowan takes a curveball for a ball. Aaron Rowan 0 for 1. He's got some positive history though against Charlie Morton.
Giants need a shot in the arm right now.
Another good scoring chance. That curveball snaps in.
He wasn't looking for that.
You know, the thing about Mike, all the numbers head to head against Morton, if they didn't come this year, they don't really apply because Morton's just such a different pitcher.
Totally different guy. His arm angle's lower, motion's different, the movement on his fastball is completely a different guy. I mean, he's a big sink guy now. I mean, before he was a high fastball guy, pretty straight fastball, a lot of four-seam fastballs. Changed his motion, changed his arm angle. Really has been a great story.
1-1 inside for ball 2.
Hey, you like to see this matchup because Morton has a lot of stuff that's going to run in to Aaron Rowan, and right now Aaron Rowan has really been a very good middle in hitter. Been almost impossible to jam. He's been so quick in.
It's one foul there. McHenry wants to talk to his pitcher. And Neil Walker's joining the conversation, initiating the conversation from second base.
I think they're changing the signs. Anytime you see a second baseman call the catcher out, it's usually about changing signs. If you're a middle infielder and you sense that runner at second base is giving signs to the pitch, or if he's given location, you got to go out there and mix it up. If you think he's given location, you'll know right away with McHenry, the catcher. He won't give a target until very, very late.
So we'll watch that here. And he does set up pretty late as Rowan grounds one to third. Alvarez for one, and then all the way across. It's a double play. And the Giants are retired. After 4, 3-0 Pittsburgh.
The Pirates lead 3-0 in the top of the 5th inning. Be sure to log on to csnbayarea.com tomorrow. We have a new sports and entertainment webisode. It's called The Lunchbox. It's going to be hosted by Lucena Herrera. It debuts tomorrow. The Lunchbox, gentlemen, on csnbayarea.com. Check it out.
All right, Amy. What a way to get ready for coming to the ball yard. Tomorrow at noon is Garrett Jones, number 2 hitter for Pittsburgh, against Ryan Vogelsong, with the Pirates leading 3-0. And Jones has been a big part of their offense. 2 for 2, has doubled and scored a run. And they told us before this game tonight, Jones is a guy who's really gotten hot lately. So I'm sure the Giants' advanced scouts took note of that. And off the fist, he gets another hit. He's 3 for 3.
Well, you know you're hot when you're getting base hits, hitting them off the fist. Well, you can join Hall of Famer Willie McCovey and Giant celebrities at the Willie McCovey Golf Classic presented by EMC. It's Thursday, August 25th at Harding Park. 18 holes of golf and the opportunity to meet Giant celebrities. All proceeds benefit the Giants Community Fund. So call 1-877-JUNIOR-GIANT or visit juniorgiants.org for more information.
It's a great day, great course. We hope to see you there. Now Neil Walker. Walker's 1 for 2, the 3rd place hitter, with Jones at first and nobody out. Foul ball. And the stuff for Ryan Vogelsong right for the start's been very lively. A lot of zip on the fastball. Garrett Jones and company, they've had some real tough at-bats against him. Neil Walker hit that double in the first that knocked in the first run.
Tries to backdoor that curveball. You know, Walker has earned the respect around the league, and you really have to work him. He's not one guy you can go at any one way. I mean, he's like every other good hitter. You've got to mix your location, mix your movement, hit your spots. Keep him off balance, or try to.
That one at the knees for a called strike 2. He's probably, if the Pirates had a different mix of sluggers in the middle part of their order, he's probably not your ideal number 3 hitter. He's done a really nice job in that role, but probably in a different role he might even help you more. But 67 runs batted in. That's a good number. Little fly ball to left coming right to Aaron Rowan for out number 1. Skipper for the Pirates in his first year with Pittsburgh, Clint Hurdle.
Well, he's done a really great job to change a lot of the attitude in Pittsburgh. And until this 10-game losing streak, I mean, he really has had the city of Pittsburgh lit up about this Pirates team.
Strike 1 to Derek Lee. It's a good point. I mean, the Pirates have not had a winning season since Barry Bonds wore the Pirates uniform. Not one.
18 years.
And there's so much negativity around that franchise in that city. And Hurdle's almost like the perfect guy to come in there and just blow that negativity away. Sharp, biting, breaking ball for a ball.
Well, there's an Andy Van Slyke fan. Van Slyke played center field alongside Barry Bonds and those great Pirate teams back in the early 90s.
And they were great teams. There's a great tradition of baseball in Pittsburgh. There's a swing and a miss by Lee.
Now that's the location that Vogelsong has gone to consistently, and Lee has not been able to do anything about it. Here he cuts it. This is not a straight fastball. It's an 86-mile-an-hour cutter. But he struck out 2 times with fastballs in that same identical location. And it's set up to throw there again.
We'll see if that's what they do. 1-2. And he strikes him out for a third straight time.
This time he uses the inside corner with two-seam movement. And that's a hat trick. Strikeout number 7. Goes right with the two-seam grim. You can see the two seams. And that is a thing of beauty if you're Bruce Bochy.
Well, Derek Lee, we were talking about Charlie Morton's a different guy. Derek Lee is certainly thinking Ryan Vogelsong's a different guy. He had been 5 for 9 against him from Vogelsong's days back with Pittsburgh, and he has had no chance against him tonight. So he's seeing the new and improved Vogelsong. 2 down, Ludwig takes the ball. That was a really impressive sequence from Vogelsong.
Well, I think that's been his strength, the way that he's been able to spot the fastball and use 2 different types of movement.
Ludwig, that one hit the bat. He couldn't get out of the way. That's a foul ball.
And we say two-seam fastball. You'll watch the movement on this fastball, and you'll see the 2 seams. There are the 2 seams as it is seen in the eye of the hitter, and that is why it's called a two-seam fastball. Those are the 2 seams you see. Now, a 4-seam fastball is a different grip, and as the ball comes to the hitter, there are 4 seams that he'll see, hence the 4-seam and the 2-seam. But 2 different types of movement. And what was so beautiful about the way he set it up is in the previous 2 at-bats, he finished off Derek Lee with 4-seam fastballs away. Here he used 2-seam movement, and he got the inside location and a swing through strikeout. But that's a guy that understands the fastball and understands the movement and the location and how important it is.
For a normal pitcher, say not Brian Wilson, usually that 2-seamer is going to be a little less with the velocity than the 4-seamer.
And with Vogelsong, his 4-seamer will go 93, 94. His 2-seamer will go 90, 91, 89 in there. And you're right. But they're 2 different pitches.
1-1 to Ludwig and a foul ball.
And it takes a while for a young pitcher to come up and learn that. I should say a young thrower to learn that, because they're not really pitchers yet. Because what guys are eaten up with when they sign a contract is velocity. They're eaten up by the number on the radar gun. They want to register a high number. And that's great. But you also have to understand that there is a different fastball when you just change the grip. It's a totally different pitch in the eye of the hitter, different movement. And once you learn that, it's like picking up another pitch.
Runner goes. Pitch taken down and away, and Whiteside's throw is late. So Garrett Jones steals second base, which is important with 2 down. Now a base hit. The Pirates could add to their lead.
Well, you can see the jump. It's a big one. Vogelsong very deliberate. He had a 1-2 count. His concentration was not to Garrett Jones. It was to Ryan Ludwig. And Garrett Jones, he's not a prototypical base stealer body type. He's more of a cleanup hitter body type, kind of a banger, big tall guy. You don't expect him to steal a base, but opportunistic.
His 5th steal of the year. Ludwig lays off that high pitch. Count goes full, 3-2. Alvarez on deck. I'm sure the Giants are feeling like they cannot afford to fall any farther behind. Runner in scoring position. The 3-2. And right back up the middle into center field. Jones comes around and he'll score without a play. That steal helps the Pirates add to their lead. 4-0 Pittsburgh.
Oh, that hurts. Ryan Vogelsong had a 2-strike, 2-out scenario, and really got just a little bit careless with the runner. Jones had taken advantage of it with the stolen base. And here a very disciplined 2-strike, 2-out at bat by Ludwig, and he gets the base hit back up the middle. Ouch.
So both of Ludwig's hits tonight have come to knock in a run with 2 outs already in the inning. Huge. 4-0 Pirates. Alvarez walked with the bases loaded his last time up and got the RBI. Vogelsong walked in a run. The Pirates not looking like the team that's lost 10 in a row. at the start of this series. Pirates are doing a lot of things right here tonight. Curveball in for strike one.
Well, I got to believe after losing 10 in a row, you're thinking as a team that you're due a few breaks. Because I don't believe you get a whole lot of breaks going your way in a 10-game losing streak. And they've had a few breaks tonight. But they set themselves up for a pretty good break with that 2-out steal by Jones.
That was a real nice play. Alvarez hits a liner and a base hit. Ludwig took an aggressive turn, but he's not going to test Sherholtz with 2 down. The inning continues. And Dave Righetti will make a visit to the mound. That could get the Giants bullpen going.
Well, what you sense there is frustration, and you don't blame Vogelsong for being upset. He was 1 strike away from ending the inning. You get a little upset about yourself because you didn't pay the real close attention to the runner. And then all of a sudden, boom, you give up a 2-strike, 2-out knock, puts another run on the board when your team's been having struggling times with the bat. And you kind of feel like you're really letting those guys down. So sensing all that, Dave Righetti went out there, calmed him down, got his focus back to the glove.
But another spot here where a hit could add to the lead. Brandon Wood, the hitter, 0 for 2 tonight. Ludwig at second, Alvarez at first. Wood, a little looper, and that's going to get in for another hit. Ludwig around third. Torres's throw over the cutoff man, but not nearly in time. And the Pirates' lead is 5-0.
Set up on that inside corner. Just a little bit out over the plate. And right now, everything that's being hit is finding a hole. And as you pointed out, Dave, the Giants bullpen going to start getting greased up.
We're not used to seeing this from Ryan Vogelsong, especially here at home. It'll be Guillermo Mota, who has served as the Giants' long man. Mota going down to the bullpen to start to throw. 4 hits in the inning, 9 in the game for the Pirates. Giants have 4 hits but have not scored. McHenry, the catcher, bounces 1 foul. And it's inevitable, right? I mean, Giants pitchers know this Giants offense is struggling, so you get in a spot where you're already behind. There is a lot of pressure on every pitch, feeling like you fall behind 4-0, 5-0. The Giants are going to have a hard time coming back here tonight. And Charlie Morton on the other side has pitched well. There's a called strike 2.
You know what? As this offense is trying to find confidence, I mean, this would be a great shot in the arm if they could come back from a 5-0 deficit. If you're scoreboard watching in Arizona, Houston has jumped all over the Diamondbacks 9-0.
There's your good news of the night.
Yeah, that's good news.
9-0 Astros, who are 40 games below 500. For the first time since they were the Colt 45s. That's a 4-game series in Arizona. That was Daniel Hudson tonight. 2-2 here to McHenry. Swing and a miss, strike 3. In the dirt, Whiteside will have to throw to first to get the put out. But 2 more runs for the Pirates. Middle of the 5th, they lead 5-0. dugout store locations. One down on University Avenue in Palo Alto, right in the middle of the downtown shopping district, and also on Union Square right here in San Francisco on Geary Street, next door to Lefty O'Doul's. Grand opening of the Union Square location. Lefty O'Doul's is hosting an Orange Friday Giants game viewing party on August 19th. You can check out everything that's available in those new Giants dugout stores at sfgiants.com. Find out details there. It is 5-0 Pirates. So a lot of work for the Giants to do with Eli Whiteside, and then a pinch hitter coming up in the bottom of the 5th against Charlie Morton, who gets ahead of Whiteside, strike one. Ryan Vogelsong will be done for the night. And he's not all that thrilled about it. Strike two to Whiteside. Five innings for Vogelsong and 5 runs. The 0-2 outside by plenty.
Get the fight mode.
Whiteside fights that one off foul.
Get in the fight mode. Walks, knocks, bloops. And as Bruce Bochy likes to say, and I'd never heard it before, but it really is the right way to say it. Keep the line moving. Kind of reminds you of that old Bugs Bunny cartoon where they had Bugs Bunny down by like 190 runs. And all of a sudden he goes down the last inning and he puts on this unbelievable comeback, right? But they had the guys on the bases. They're doing like a conga line. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. They're going from bag to bag. Bugs Bunny pulls it off. They come back and win. I mean, it was amazing.
So 5-0. I mean, that's nothing. Bugs Bunny was down by 100 and something runs.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite cartoons. Well, Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Supercuts. Get in, get confident. Supercuts every time.
On a beautiful night at the Yard, Giants, though trailing the Pirates 5-0. Mike Fontenot will be the pinch hitter for Vogelsong, who is now officially out of the game.
I mean, that Bugs Bunny cartoon, I mean, it actually produced another terminology phrase that baseball uses, and it was that pitch in that game where the guy would throw it, it would actually stop before it got to the hitter, and that's called a Bugs Bunny changeup. And guys who have really great changeups now, that's what they have. It's in scouts will put that in the report. Got a fastball, 93, little sink, little cutter, and he's got a Bugs Bunny changeup.
That is a legitimate term.
It absolutely is. And it came from that cartoon.
0-1 pitch, curve for a ball.
A little high.
Boom, 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 boom.
Flags.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
So that's not, so you've been in a few conga lines.
Yeah.
Is what you can tell me.
Yeah. You should see me when those get started. Well, and you know, the point that you're making is true, and I think particularly with this Pirates team, big part of their losing streak has been their pitching staff has just been shelled, and their bullpen has been taxed. You can get into that bullpen, you got a pretty good shot. The bullpen's been a strength for Pittsburgh this year, but lately it has been wobbly.
Well, in that 10-game losing streak, they had one really close game. It was a heartbreaker. They got beat 1-0, and it was Charlie Morton's game against the Cubs.
That one hit foul right toward the Giants dugout.
So Morton has been pretty solid. Since July 26, 1-12, and they've lost their last 10. They outscored 90-46.
That famous game against the Braves.
And we showed a highlight of that earlier in the broadcast about the 19th inning game that was in it on a terrible call. The Pirates lost that ball game. You don't really survive a game like that. It takes so much out of your team, out of your bullpen.
3-2 to Fontenot, and he pulls one into right field, base hit. What a good at bat by Mike Fontenot. We're talking about that game for Pittsburgh in Atlanta late in the night, and here's the call. Just watch the play at home plate. And Julio Lugo just could not believe that he'd been called safe.
I mean, he could have tagged him 6 more times. And look at the color of Clint Hurdle's face. It was purple. He was so ticked off. And I don't blame him.
That was game over right there. Jerry Meals, he's going to be associated with that play for a long time.
He came out the next day and said, yes, indeed, I missed the call. I mean, he manned up to admit that, and everybody on both teams appreciated that. The next day, Hurdle went out there and shook his hand, patted him on the back, and well, moved on. But it's one of those games you just can't move on from.
Ball 2 to Andres Torres.
Watch the reaction from the runner Lugo as he's called safe. Couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah, I knew it. He could not believe it. Nobody could. Way outside, ball 3. So Andres Torres ahead of the count, and the Giants are working on building a rally.
There's only one good month to have a 19-inning game, and that's September, when you've had 14 call-ups, and you got a bullpen that's very deep. Certainly not the start of the dog days.
Ball 4. Andres Torres takes a walk, and now the Giants have something going.
And they're keeping the line moving.
The conga line goes on. Jeff Keppinger trying to keep those drums beating here. Henry, the catcher, is talking to Morton, and now the Pirates pitching coach is going to join that conversation.
Ray Surge coming out, and he's going to say, yo, if you check the scoreboard, you can't be walking guys when you're ahead 5-0. That's how you have 10-game losing streaks. Challenge somebody, meet.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, pretty close to that. Oh yeah, they're all in their places with bright smiling faces.
Yeah, thinking this may be the moment where the Giants get back in this game.
Yeah, they definitely need to make a little presence felt here. They need to put a ding on the scoreboard. This is the time. They get the right people up. Ducks on the pond.
Keppinger up, Sandoval on deck. The best Giants scoring chances before this one right here have come toward the bottom part of the order. Strike 1 to Keppinger.
Yeah, they definitely got their hottest people coming up.
These two right here, right now. Keppinger 4 hits yesterday, 0 for 2 tonight. Morton stepping off. You can tell he's a little bit out of whack right now. Spins a curveball in though. Beauty.
Oh yeah, the Panda fans are here. I can just tell.
How'd you know?
I can just tell.
Waiting for that guy. I mean, they cheer for everybody, but I think if you got that look going, you're particularly looking forward to one Giants at bat. Curveball and a comebacker. Morton to second for 1. Wood to first. It's a double play. So there goes that Giants scoring opportunity. 5-0 Pirates.
freeze cam, and we go to the 4th inning when Andrew McCutcheon hits a bolt right to Pablo Sandoval. He goes to his right. He spears it, straightens up, and throws him out. That's our Coors Light freeze cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
It is 5-0 Pirates, despite that nice play by Sandoval. 6th inning. And when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. The new pitcher is the right-hander Guillermo Mota.
There's the numbers for Mota. 2-2, 4.07 ERA. 51 strikeouts against 18 walks in 55 1/3. Mike Fontenot stays in the game. He'll play second base, and the pitcher spot in the lineup becomes the second spot in the lineup.
The pitcher, Charlie Morton, will lead off for the Pirates here against Mota. Mota's been a real valuable part of this Giants pitching staff. He's taken on the role of the long man. Giants don't have a whole lot of games like this, but when they do, Mota's usually the guy to come in. One ball, one strike. Mota against Morton with the top of the order coming up next. Ryan Vogelsong went 5 innings, gave up 5 runs on 9 hits. Strike 2.
Talk about Morton's numbers this year at the plate. Haven't been too good. Struck out twice tonight against Vogelsong. 22nd and 23rd time he struck out this year in 35 at bats. That's not good.
Popped that one foul. Whiteside hustling back but ran out of room. So last offseason his project, Charlie Morton's, was to remake his pitching. This offseason, reconstruct the swing. Come on.
I don't think he could care less.
He studied Roy Halladay. Now pick a Phillies right-handed hitter.
Yeah. Chase Utley.
Emulate Chase. Turn him around. There is strike 3 called to Morton. And with that, let's go down to Amy G. Amy?
All right, Dave, a lot of folks were wondering why Tim Lincecum pitched most of yesterday's game out of the stretch. Catcher Chris Stewart mentioned that Tim had some back tightness, and Tim added on that he needed to simplify his mechanics. He said when he throws out of the stretch, he's not able to, quote, leak, and he said he's able to stay in line with his target. Mike, you can probably expand on that.
Well, it's the old point about, you know, when you start putting your motion together in spring training, you start with the stretch position, and that becomes your foundation. When you get in your windup, it basically becomes a step into your stretch position. And when you leak, that means you get out a little bit too far and you fly that front shoulder early and you drag your arm. When you get more compact out of a stretch motion, you don't have that time to do that. You're much more control of your front side, and hence it's a little easier to repeat the stroke and get out to where you need to be on your release point. It's really the first line of defense when you go out there and you don't have great command. And he didn't have good command early in that game yesterday with the fastball. He had better command with his specialty pitches, and he was missing down low with the specialty pitches. But until he went to the stretch, he never really got good fastball command.
2-1 here to Andrew McCutcheon. There's strike 2.
Good changeup.
Well, it's good info from Amy. And Mike, we heard all about it. I mean, Lincecum was fabulous overall yesterday. Got the win, helped the Giants snap out of their little losing skid. But lots of folks were asking us, how come he did that? Why do you abandon the windup?
Boy, a little quick pitch there from Guillermo Mota. This is out of the stretch. You look at his left leg and left shoulder come out at the same time, and then it's the release point. Is his hand out in front of his foot? It is. And it was not as far out of the windup, and that caused him to have push.
There's a swinging strike 3. Andrew McCutchen is retired. 2 down.
Good changeup. 2 strikeouts tonight for McCutchen. But those are tricks you learn along the way. I mean, but you know, like I say, when you start every year in spring training, you have to rebuild your motion. And you always start with your stretch. At least you should. A lot of young guys, it feels much easier and much freer to go out and get them and just start throwing out the windup. But you look at most veterans, and they'll start from the stretch.
Well, Lincecum did a great job yesterday of working through some of those early struggles, not letting the game get away from him, and then he kicked it into gear.
Well, you're right, and that's really another indication of how far he's come. I mean, he is no longer a thrower. He is a pitcher. And a pitcher can go out there and he can beat you when he doesn't have his great stuff. A thrower can't. He has to rely on stuff. But a pitcher, I mean, he'll take whatever's working that day and make it work, and that's what Lincecum did yesterday in a game they desperately needed.
Strike 2 to Garrett Jones, who went 3 for 3 tonight against Ryan Vogelsong. They did. The Giants really needed that one. Although tonight they have not been able to carry the momentum from that nice win into this game against the Pirates. 2 down, bases empty. And Mota gets a foul ball. That one, I think it caught a piece of Rapuano, didn't it?
I think it did. I think it got him in the shoulder. Ooh. Let's see where it got him. Yep, left shoulder. And you can have all the padding you want on, and it's still going to hurt. Jar your neck.
Yeah, that one definitely stung. I think Rapuano's had a solid strike zone tonight.
I think he's a good umpire.
He strikes out Garrett Jones, and Guillermo Mota out of the bullpen strikes out the side. Middle of the 6th, 5-0 Pirates.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Call 1-800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com to find a local agent. We are insurance. We are farmers. By Xfinity, home of the most live sports. And by Jack in the Box. Come try the new Jumbo Breakfast Platter for just $2.99 plus tax at Jack in the Box at participating restaurants.
Well, Dwayne Kuiper, he may not take a cable car, but he'll be back over with Mike after this half inning here in our Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area television booth. Giants down 5-0. Dave Fleming here along with Mike for the last of the 6. Pablo Sandoval leading off against Charlie Morton. Pablo's 0 for 2 last time up. He lined out to second base, hit the ball hard. Takes ball 2. Charlie Morton, he's been showing some signs of vulnerability, but has made some big pitches at critical times. Giants have had plenty of base runners against him. Sandoval pops this one up. Alvarez calls off the catcher. Easier play for the third baseman for out number 1. Aubrey Huff has been a bright spot tonight. A hit and a walk in 2 trips to the plate. That on-base average up over 300, which is still needs to be higher, but it's progress. Strike 1.
He looks up at the scoreboard and he sees the statistics, hitting 246, 49 RBIs and 10 home runs. And, he's not happy with those numbers. It has not been an easy year for him. He has yet to lock into that one streak that really, really lights it up and puts numbers in his statistical columns. And for a guy who's had success like he's had at the big league level, where he's had 30+ home run years and 100+ RBI years, it wears on you. It's not fun looking at the stat sheet this deep in the year and not seeing numbers you're used to seeing.
Huff gets called out on strikes there. A curveball from Charlie Morton for out number 2.
Big curveball he gives up on. You saw that one as high. Ed Rapuano did not.
I think it dropped in there, though. That's a tough pitch. 2 down for Nate Scherholtz, who also has been a bright spot. He's 2 for 2. Swings here and drives one to left center field. McCutchen is not going to get to it. And it bounces up over the wall. That's the automatic double for Scherholtz.
Yeah, good to see him start to come out of it. He had been in a horrible slump. Lost about 30 points on his batting average. And tonight a 3-hit night. This one back spinning. Going to opposite field gap. Watch the hand come off the bat. And for a while he was doing a different style of hitting when both hands would stay on the bat. But not anymore. He went back to what he started the season with and what he's really most familiar with.
So we'll see if the Giants can at least get a run on the board here against Morton. Orlando Cabrera 0 for 2, and 2 big outs for Morton in this game have been when Cabrera's been at the plate. In fact, each of the first 2 times Cabrera came up, he had 2 men on with nobody out. That one way inside. It's 2-0. And again, the catcher's coming out to chat with Morton, with Aaron Rowan waiting on deck.
And that'll also bring out Ray Sears, the pitching coach for the Bucks.
Giants haven't had a hit with a runner in scoring position yet tonight. They're 0 for 6 in these kinds of at-bats. So they have had some opportunity against Charlie Morton. 2-0. Cabrera, ground ball to short. Wood has to wind up and make the long throw, but it's there in plenty of time. Kipes coming back to join you here on the television side of things, with the Pirates leading 5-0.
Upper deck? No way!
All right, time now for our Toyota game summary. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Pirates. No runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Giants. It has been all Pittsburgh tonight, led by Charlie Morton, who's hung 6 zeros on the board for the Pirates. Garrett Jones 3 for 4 with a double. Giants offense 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. And that is our Toyota game summary. And joining us again, Dwayne Kuiper.
All right, Mike, and it'll be Neil Walker facing Guillermo Mota. Into center field, Andres Torres will flag this one down. 1 out. So Walker retired, and here's Derek Lee, who was very pleased that Vogelsong is out of the game. Vogelsong struck him out 3 times. The difference in this game is the ability of the Pittsburgh Pirates to pick up hits after 2 outs with runners in scoring position. Low to Derek Lee. Ludwig's done it twice. Brandon Woods got a hit with 2 outs to knock in a run. 2-0 to Derek Lee. Guillermo's been fabulous coming out of the bullpen.
Well, how about the last 16 guys he's faced? He's struck out 10 of them.
He struck out the side in the 6th, and a little disappointed that he didn't strike out Walker. Walker hit a fly ball to center field.
A 1-pitch out.
Hey, I'm looking for things to get me going here. Two-one pitch to Derek Lee. Swinging a drive out into deep right center field. Scherholtz is going to watch this one hit off the wall. And Derek Lee is going to go for 3 because it is Triples Alley, and he'll make it. Scherholtz nearly caught that ball.
Well, he was cheating out there towards the gap. But the guy who's got 3 strikeouts on him, this has got to make Derek Lee feel pretty good. See the path that Nate Scherholtz took. Runs out of room. Backspin. And right here he starts to kick it in thinking, wait a second, I got a chance for 3.
So here's Ludwig. The Giants have to pull the infield in. By the way, that's a final now in Arizona. Houston beats the Diamondbacks 9-1. Ludwig is 2 for 2. And this little pop-up is out to Fontenot, and Fontenot is going to put it away.
That'll make Ludwig happy. RBI guys love that when they get a runner at third base with less than 2 outs and they can't score him.
You're not happy.
No.
And now's not the time, if you're in the dugout, to say hang with him, Ryan.
Yeah, no. That would not go good.
This is when you avoid eye contact with hitters. We used to do it for years in the dugout. Just kind of let them walk by, and then if you want to snicker, that's fine. Just don't let them see you.
Yeah. That's not good.
Here's Alvarez. Swing and a miss. No balls in 1 strike. Alvarez walked with the bases loaded in the 3rd, and that knocked in a run. And then he singled in the 5th. Same pitch, same results, nothing in 2.
That changeup has been really a big reason as to why he's getting all these strikeouts. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Here's the 0-2. He got him. He threw him 3 straight pitches.
Have some pine.
5-0 Pirates. Got some action here at AT Park, mostly from the Pittsburgh Pirates, however, as Charlie Morton is about to throw to Rowan. And Rowan takes a pitch down low. 5-0 Pittsburgh. It'll be Rowan, Whiteside, and Fontenot. And Rowan hits a high fly ball to left, but Ludwig is telling everybody he's got room. 1 out.
Well, keep up with the Giants on NBC Bay Area. To follow the action weeknights at 6 and 11 on NBC Bay Area News. Get inside access and better coverage of your favorite teams with the combined power of Comcast Sportsnet. Weeknights at 6 and 11 p.m. The Bay Area's biggest and best sports reporting team is on NBC Bay Area.
Here's Whiteside. He's struck out and he's bounced out. And he takes the first pitch down low. Well, I'd say this: Charlie Morton has been everything that that we thought he could be. He's coming in well advertised, and he's been fabulous. On the ground to third, and from deep third will be Alvarez, who's got a cannon. All right, let's check in with Amy G.
All right, Dwayne Barry-Zito getting his first rehab start in San Jose this evening. I just received his line over 7 innings pitched. He gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, issued 2 walks, and struck out 7. Let's get back to you.
All right, thanks, Amy. Here's Fontenot with 2 outs. Fontenot takes down low. Mike, I think you were the one while we were doing our lineup cards about an hour and a half before the game. You said, look, during this 10-game losing streak that the Pirates had, look at the 1-0 loss they had. And you pointed out the starting pitcher in that game was Charlie Morton. 3-0 to Fontenot.
1-0 loss to the Cubs. Garza and Morton hooked up, went toe-to-toe, and it was Garza who was the winning pitcher in that game. A tough loss, especially when you're in the middle of a losing streak. But the point is, Morton's been throwing good.
And that's a 4-pitch walk.
He has done that tonight. 3rd walk issued to the Giants tonight by Morton.
Every one of his walks have been 4-pitch walks. I think. I'm just guessing.
Seems like it. I think they are.
Torres has been on base twice. One and 0. Santiago Casilla is getting loose. And a strike. So Morton comes back. Pitch number 94 was a sinker at the knees.
I just think it's a great life to be a sinker baller. I mean, no matter what goes wrong, you're one pitch away from getting 2 outs and getting out of a jam.
Well, I mean, we showed the Roy Halladay motion and the Morton motion and how Morton wanted to try to duplicate that. Well, why didn't more pitchers do that? I mean, do you have to have a certain build, a certain arm strength to do that? I guess you would.
Well, I mean, you have to have the ability to lower your arm angle as he has done. And, you know, you do have to have arm strength. It's a different pitch. Sinker baller does do a little wear and tear on the shoulder. And if you're not strong enough to handle it, it can be a pitch that eats you up.
2-2. Torres foul. We showed it earlier, and if you haven't seen it, it's really interesting. That's Halladay on the right.
Morton in the offseason studied Roy Halladay, and it was the idea that, you know, I'm going to try his motion. But in doing so, it lowered his arm slot to a lower 3/4 delivery.
Hit down the left field line. Ludwig, a long run, and that will end the inning. We will head to the 8th.
Happy 105th birthday to Taka Harappa here tonight, celebrating her birthday, watching her beloved Giants. So Taka, happy birthday to you, my dear.
All right.
105.
Oh yeah. Oh. That's when you want to be on the interstate.
Now that's a gamer, babe, right there.
$5-0 Pirates. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog expert.
Santiago Casilla comes into a game tonight for the 28th time this year. 2-1, 1.88 ERA.
Brandon Wood will be the first hitter that Casilla will face. He's 1 for 3. And the first pitch is down low. Moda was fabulous. He struck out 4. And a strike. $42,405 here at the park tonight. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Wood, and Wood flips one out to short, and Cabrera is going to put it away. 1 out. And here's McHenry. You know it's getting close when they start handing out travel itineraries.
Yep. Well, this was a long homestand where the Giants played 10 games, but time flies here. It doesn't move that fast on the road.
Although the exception might be this game.
Well,
but for the most part, you're right on it.
Blame Charlie Morton. He has handcuffed the Giants. Jose Vera is starting to get greased up now for the Pirates.
McHenry is popped out, bounced out, he struck out. And this one is to the backstop just for fun. 1 ball and 1 strike. Giants will leave for Fort Lauderdale Airport Thursday. And then Atlanta, and then Houston, and then home. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the ground, foul.
Working those long legs out.
This is about the time where Dave Fleming likes to start setting up his beach volleyball tournament in South Florida.
Yeah, the traditional Dave Fleming beach volleyball tournament in Miami.
The 1-2 pitch is inside, 2-2. His first year, Dave suggested we do that, and I think you set him straight. He said something like, Dave, this is not camp.
Saying summer camp meet.
McHenry out swinging. He turned bright red, and he stayed red for the rest of the year.
Yeah, he did.
He's getting a lot better at it now.
Yeah, you can't call him young broadcaster. You just have to call him an outstanding broadcaster.
Oh, my goodness.
He was fun to be around.
He thought he had a great idea for South Florida. Beach volleyball. So here's Charlie Morton. Morton has struck out 3 times.
This is Dave Fleming's 8th year as a Giants broadcaster.
Hard to believe. Morton takes low. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Dave Fleming's first game. His first game behind the microphone. His partner was who was his partner? Joe.
Is it Joe Angel?
Joe Angel. His first game. Giants didn't get a hit.
That's right.
Kevin Millwood threw a no-hitter
in Philadelphia.
So we were hoping that Dave was not going to be the guy. He had no hits in him.
No, that was not true. He was the guy that caught everybody's eye.
We all wanted him. 2-1 to Charlie Morton. Morton flips this one out to right field. Down the line. Sherholtz. Side retired. It'll be Keppinger, Sandoval, and Huff. planned now for the Giants' next homestand. It'll be the Padres in for 2, the Astros in for 4, and then those wacky Chicago Cubs, they'll be in for 3. So tickets are available. Go to sfgiants.com. Less than 30 regular season home games remain. Mark DeRosa is going to hit. DeRosa is hitting for Keppinger. With Sandoval to follow, and that's inside. So DeRosa hitting in the pitcher spot. Remember, Fontenot came in on a double switch. Keppinger departed. DeRosa, slow roller up the middle. It's Wood to his left, and Wood slings it to Lee, and DeRosa's aboard. Lee could not hang on. Error on Wood.
It all started with an error. Low to the backside. It goes up the glove, and there's a bit of a bobble, and Lee cannot handle it. So DeRosa on board to start things off here. And that's what the Giants are looking for. Some base runners.
Any way they can. Sandoval is 0 for 3. And a ball gets loose from the Pirates bullpen. Part of the disadvantages of having the bullpens on the field. So here's Sandoval. Outside, 1-0. 102 pitches now for Charlie Morton. Sandoval digs this one out and bounces it into the seats near the Pirates dugout. It ends up in the dugout. Huff to follow. Swinging a foul straight back. Sandoval chasing that letter high pitch. He was at 87 miles an hour. Here's Huff as he waits on deck. Sandoval, big chopper to first. Lee will just go to the bag. Sandoval is retired. DeRosa to second.
Well, join us tomorrow right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. The 7 o'clock game, pregame live 6:30 p.m. for Say Hey Tuesday. And coverage will begin at 5 p.m. actually from Milanese Plaza for the Giants-Pirates game. And then tomorrow night, game 2 of this series, you're going to watch James McDonald, the right-hander, take on the lefty Madison Bumgarner. So hope you're here. Love to have you aboard.
Here's Huff. I'm going to show up tomorrow. You?
Yeah, I'll be
all
right.
Right, good.
No place else I'd rather be.
One ball and no strikes. And a breaking ball to even the count. Morton throws low to Huff. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Morton has mixed his pitches. 2 types of fastball, a lot of sinkers. You said 77% of the balls hit off of his outs are ground ball outs. So he gets everything on the ground. Well, he's also used a nice changeup, a nice curveball. He's used a cutter.
Rosa reached on the air. He's at second. And Huff, who struck out looking on that breaking ball, sees one here, and he fouls it. And he got him. He'd thrown him a lot of slop, and then he came back on the inside corner.
Front door sink, and he saw this is high. Comes right back in at the belt, and Rapalano says, see ya.
Well, here's a bright spot tonight. Nate Sherholtz, he's 3 for 3.
Average back in the 280s.
And that goes all the way to the backstop. Wild pitch.
That thing took a hop and kind of had a mind of its own. McHenry, usually on a breaking ball, you're thinking, all right. But this thing was way wide, completely to the right of McHenry. And then once it got back at the backstop.
Yeah, I love the kid's effort. He tried to get in front of that. You see a lot of catchers backhand, and he tried to get in front of it.
Impressive.
Somewhere Hobie Landrip is going, that's what I'm talking about.
Finally. All right. Trying to get a body in front of sometimes you just run out of body. Not enough body to get out there.
Sorry, I'm backhanding it. Sherholtz swings over top of it. It's 1-2.
Oh yeah, there's a newbie right there. Could be a first timer. He's happy. Got his colors on.
Big chopper to Walker. Side retired. We will head to the ninth.
Sportsnet Central right after post-game live right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. You can join Jim Kozamore and David Andrews as they will give you highlights from this one and reactions from this one. Also highlights of Barry Zito's outing down in San Jose and a surprising signing for the Niners. You'll learn all about that and more tonight right after the game, right after post-game live right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Here's Ramon Ramirez to McCutchen, and it's low and away. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
The numbers for Ramirez, solid. And he was happy to find out today when he got the ruling.
This is a bolt hit past Rowan as it bounces up against the cars. And McCutchen's got a double.
2-hit night for McCutchen.
Well, I think the Giants caught a break. I think they felt like Ramirez was going to get a game maybe or two, and they thought Eli Whiteside was possible, and I think they thought Pablo Sandoval was a possibility.
And we're talking about the ruling on the incident, the fight in the Phillies series. Shane Victorino was suspended for 3 games.
Victorino would not have been suspended if he hadn't gone around it the second time and jumped into the pile.
Well, and I think his relationship with the plate umpire, that's what got him in hot water. But the Giants fortunate that nobody was suspended. Eli Whiteside fined, Ramon Ramirez fined.
It was Hensley Mullins who Victorino ended up going after in the middle of that pile, and this is off the end of the bat and a base hit. And when you're hot, and that's the 4th hit for Garrett Jones. This was the fight, and we were talking about Victorino, and he goes after Hensley Mullins. And Polanco, by the way, was not suspended either. And, that's fine. But here's the problem. And the gates kind of opened up, and Victorino saw a hole, and it was Hensley Mullins who happened to be in that hole. And Mullins said, yeah, he called after the game. He said, you know what? Sorry. Here's Walker. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely rare that if there's a fight that a coach will be swinging. The coach is always breaking it up. And I don't think that he thought it was Mullins. I think he thought it was somebody else. Either that or he just wanted to get a uniform.
Hit on the ground to Fontenot, and Fontenot will get the lead run. Now they're coming home, and McCutchen's out at the plate. Very nicely done defensively for the Giants.
Well, how many 4.62s do you see? Second base to shortstop, and here comes McCutchen, and a nice throw there from Cabrera. And a great play from Whiteside to go out and get it and come back and put the tag on McCutchen. Cabrera sees it. Relays it in. And this is a great play from Whiteside. So the Giants are 4-6-2. Thank you very much. See something you don't see every day.
Walker reaches on the fielder's choice. Here's Derek Lee. Clark goes in to throw down to second, and they got him. And that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 9th coming up. It'll be Orlando Cabrera to lead things off. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog expert.
Jose Veras, the new pitcher for Pittsburgh. 59th time he's come in. He has been a workhorse. 54 strikeouts at 52 2/3. Veras, mid-90s fastball, big curveball. It's a strikeout pitch and a changeup.
Xavier Paul is now the right fielder. So the Giants need some base runners, and it'll be Cabrera to lead things off. And Cabrera taking all the way, takes one very high. A fly ball, a strikeout, and a ground ball for Orlando Cabrera tonight. And it's low, 2-0.
Pirates trying to snap a 10-game losing streak. That wasn't even close.
It's so weird as a hitter. You're thinking 2-0, he's going to pour one in there, right?
Yeah.
A lot of times you're not ready for that.
I don't think he was. I know I wasn't ready for it.
And same as when it's 3-0. Tell you what, Cabrera was a lot more ready that time than he was the pitch before.
He was in the take mode to begin with, down 5 runs, and take a strike. You might see all the Giants do that this inning. Certainly a 3-0 counts.
And the walk.
He was taken all the way there.
It all started
with a walk.
Here's Rowan.
Joel Hanrahan, the closer for the Pirates, is up in the bullpen starting to throw. Been a while since he has had a save opportunity. Another visit from Ray Searage, the pitching coach, saying, "Yo, it's 5-0 lead. What are you doing walking people? You're killing me here. Skipper's yelling at me." All that was a pep talk. Plain and simple.
There's Rowan. And a strike. Rowan's 0 for 3. Well, whatever Ray Searage told Veras, it is working.
Well, it was inspirational.
And a 3-pitch strikeout to Rowan.
Yeah, I think there's times that managers and pitching coaches come out there on the mound. They've got to be motivational speakers.
Rowan's trying to figure out what happened to the guy that walked Cabrera.
What the guy he was saying.
Whiteside is 0 for 3.
Good curveball. So that's 4 strikes in a row. So Ray Searage, he should start booking his off-season schedule right now. Motivational speaker.
Absolutely. Could be playable. McHenry coming back. And the ball does come back. 2 outs. And Fontenot will hit. Fontenot's had a nice game. He came in the 5th as a pinch hitter and single. Then he drew a walk in the 7th. So you pinch hit in the 5th, you stay in the game, and you get 3 at-bats in a game. That's pretty good. Cabrera's going to go, and the Pirates don't care. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Harris to look to second, and the pitch to Fontenot, and he pours in a strike, and that evens the count.
Taken all the way. May wonder why managers would say that to a hitter, but down to 5-0, and you're hoping maybe that pitcher out there may create a rally for free with some walks.
And the 1-1 to Fontenot, and Fontenot breaks down on that swing. It's 1-2.
That's a nasty pitch right there.
So the Giants are down to their last strike. And the 1-2 pitch to Fontenot, and it's wide, 2-2. Arizona lost as Houston beat the Diamondbacks 9-1. And the 2-2 pitch. And Fontenot pops this one down the left field line. Ludwig a long run. And also Alvarez with a nice play to end the ball game. So game 1 of the series goes to the Pirates as the Pirates snap a 10-game losing streak. And they beat the Giants tonight. And Mike, one of those games where you expect Ryan Vogelsong to be perfect all the time. He wasn't tonight. But you also expect the offense to do a little something.
Well, it was Charlie Morton that was the guy that determined what the offense didn't do, and he was fantastic tonight. 8 strong, solid zeros on the board. And the Pirates, they break that 10-game losing streak, so go get them tomorrow.
All right, here at AT&T Park, the final score, the Pirates 5 and the Giants nothing. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews and the wrap is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio for an update.